Hello and welcome to iDIVAS. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tricia and I'm passionate about inspiring women to not just hang in there, but to thrive. I wanted to weigh in on this story, and get to the root of the problem and offer some solutions. For those of you who don't know, a woman was sexually assaulted in a subway in Philadelphia as passengers looked on for 40 long minutes. And no one intervened or had the decency to call for help. Listen, society is circling the drain when people choose to get on their phones and record rather than get involved and pick up the phone and call 911. I'm sure every one of those onlookers has a mother, a sister, nieces, friends who they would not, want this to happen to. Plus, it's not as if they didn't recall what the number was. It's 3 digits, 911. It's that simple. Or they could have pushed the emergency button on the subway. The incident was all captured by the SEPTA surveillance cameras. And so I sincerely hope that they were able to track down these bystanders and confiscate their phones. And ensure that the recordings are not going to be plastered all over TikTok and social media. As we all know, people will record and post and share the most despicable things for their sick pleasure. I strongly believe that the bystanders should be held responsible for their inaction. Everyone who did nothing should be charged with being an accessory to her assault. Put yourself in her position just for one moment. How do you get through something like that? Especially when your fellow human beings let you down in the worst way possible. This woman is going to need therapy for the rest of her life. Furthermore, if there were men on that train who stood around and did not step in to save this helpless woman from being assaulted, I believe those men should be publicly shamed and not call themselves men. In my mind, these are just little bitches in men's body. They need to identify as something else at this point and be forced to wear a sticker right on their foreheads so we know who they are, so we can avoid them and not date them because they clearly have no emotional intelligence. It's even more disturbing, the fact that the perpetrator, he had no worries at all. It's almost as if he knew that no one would step up and lift a finger to help this woman. This story really bothered me for days. It just shined a light. It made me realize that even when a woman is not alone, she is alone. That bears repeating again. Even when a woman is not alone, she is alone. I'm not really one to wish harm on anyone. However, I hope this guy sees exactly what it feels like to be violated, disrespected, and assaulted when he is in prison. Apparently this was not the first time he had done this. He has sexually assaulted multiple victims since the attack as well, and he has multiple priors. Ladies, we must not only be aware that there are messed up men out there who will, harm us for no reason, but there are also people out there who will just sit back and do nothing. There's actually a term for this. It's called the bystander effect. The bystander effect refers to the phenomenon in which the greater the number of people are, the less likely people are to help a person in distress. So when an emergency occurs, observers, they're more likely to act if there are few or no other witnesses, which is crazy. I mean, that's the tragedy of the times that we're living in, and it pretty much sums up who we are as a people. It's no wonder why women are buying firearms in record numbers right now. We have to wake up and be proactive. It's not as if we really have a choice here. There are a growing number of gadgets and apps on the market that aim to really help women stay safe from sexual harassment and attacks in general. I highly recommend that you download the Watch Over Me app. It's free. The way the app works is when you don't have time to call somebody for help, you just shake your phone. This could save you from becoming a statistic. So do take the time to download it. It's not like you can ask your attacker to hold on a minute, while you let someone know that you're being stalked or attacked. Watch Over Me turns your Android device into an emergency tool, again, with just a shake. Even if your phone is locked, with one shake, you can turn on your phone's alarm and video camera and send an alert to your emergency contacts. If you have any other suggestions, feel free to share them down below, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Oh.